China's economic mess only seems to be getting messier. So first, what are the top 10 reasons for this mess? Number 1, China's debt dilemma. As per experts, Beijing is caught between rolling out more stimulus to prop up the Chinese economy or pulling back government incentives that fuel the real estate bubble and risking a deeper economic slowdown that could create social unrest. Now, plunging sales of new homes and the reported cancellation of a share placement by China's biggest property developer highlight the depth of the country's real estate crisis altogether. And China's retail sales, industrial output and investments consistently disappointing, with growth coming in at a much slower pace than anticipated, also add to the concerns. And believe it or not, as per reports, Chinese consumers have cut back on spending on almost everything. Some analysts believe China's weak demand can be attributed to its relatively contained demand-side stimulus during COVID and, of course, years of regulatory tightening altogether. Now, slowing domestic spending has weighed on China's post-COVID economic recovery, and China has slipped into deflation as consumer prices contracted for the first time in over 2 years. Remember, China is the first G20 economy to report a year-on-year decline in consumer prices since Japan in August 2021. So is this then China's Japanification moment is what is being asked. Now, some economists believe this could be China's lost decade, like Japan's from 1991 to 2001, while some others remain cautiously optimistic going forward. Even as Beijing's financial woes continue to mount, with a sell-off in Chinese assets gaining momentum and the yuan hitting a 16-year low against the US dollar. So is China's economic collapse becoming a bigger problem for US investment banks altogether? Well, some economists believe no one ever wants to bet on a sinking ship. And lastly, fertility rate is estimated to have dropped to a record low in China, and analysts believe this will rattle authorities as they try to boost the country's declining number of new births, employment, and the overall economic condition in China altogether. And for those wondering how will this impact India and the rest of the world, well, experts believe international trade could witness monumental changes in times to come. Sakshi, Bajaj for NDTV.